Welcome to Morning Vibes with Dr. Jerry the First, episode 197. Today is Thursday, the 29th day of March, 2018. My name's Dr. Jerry the First Oguzie, and I want to tell you something today. And that is, these reminders will cause a change in the way you think. There was this lady who was devastated by the death of her husband. But what she did not know was that her husband had willed out his heart to whoever may be needing it. And that heart was transplanted to some other man that was dying from heart disease. And he healed him. One morning, having made every effort to locate the house of the widow of his heart donor, the man took his family, wife, and 3 kids to visit her. She never knew them from Adam. But when he told her that it was her husband's heart that was beating in his chest, the woman was flabbergasted, and she confessed that she did not know that her husband's heart was removed. She welcomed them and told them that up until that moment, she had been very bitter with life for taking her husband from her. But with information at her disposal now, she could see the positive sides of her husband's death. Though it didn't necessarily make things easier, but it certainly changed the way she used to think. It made her feel like a small piece of her broken heart had healed. And the truth is, it happens just like that. At some point, life slaps all of us with a good reminder that shifts our perspective. Personally, I have been slapped with several of these reminders over the years. And today, I want to share a few of them with you. 1. Everything that happens helps you grow, even if it's hard to see it right now. Circumstances direct you, correct you, and perfect you over time. Sometimes these circumstances knock you down hard. There will be times when it seems like everything that could possibly go wrong is going wrong. You might feel like you will be stuck in this rut forever, but you won't. When you feel like quitting, remember that sometimes things have to go very wrong before they can be right. Sometimes you have to go through the worst to arrive at your best. Because our most significant opportunities are often found in the times of great difficulty. Thus, you will face your greatest opposition when you're closest to your biggest miracle. 2. The way you feel about people and situations will shift, and that's okay. Things will seem totally different to you at some point in the future, just as you feel different now than you did in the past. So remember, just because you like something at one point in time doesn't mean you'll always like it, or that you have to go on liking it at all points in the future as an act of loyalty to who you are as a person, based solely on who you once were as a person. To be loyal to yourself is to allow yourself to grow and change, and challenge who you once were and what you once thought. The only thing you ever have to be for sure is unsure, and this means you're growing and not stagnant or shrinking. 3. There will always be more tough changes to make. Growth is painful, change is painful, but in the end, nothing is as painful as staying stuck somewhere you do not belong. Again, you are not the same person you were a year ago, a month ago, or even a week ago, or even yesterday. You're always growing. Experiences don't stop, and that's life. It takes a great deal of courage to admit that something needs to change, and a lot more courage still to accept the responsibility for making the change happen. But doing so is worth every bit of effort you can muster. 4. Those who complain the most accomplish the least. It's always better to attempt to do something great and fail than to attempt to do nothing and succeed. It's not over if you've lost. It's over when you do nothing but complain about it. If you believe in something, keep trying. Don't let the shadows of the past darken the doorstep of your future. Spending today complaining about yesterday won't make tomorrow any brighter. Take action instead. And regardless of what happens in the long run, remember that true happiness begins to arrive only when you stop complaining about your problems and start being grateful for all the problems you don't have. 5. The happiness of your life depends on the quality of your thoughts. The mind is your battleground. It's the place where the greatest conflict resides. It's where half of the things you thought were going to happen never did happen. But if you allow these thoughts to dwell in your mind, they will succeed in robbing you of peace, joy, and ultimately your life. You will think yourself into a nervous breakdown, into depression, and into defeat. You are what you think. You can't change anything if you can't change your thinking. A beautiful day starts with a beautiful mindset. When you wake up, take a second to look around you and to think about what a privilege it is to simply be alive and healthy. When you enter the bedroom to take your bath, breathe onto the bedroom mirror just to see how amazing your breath looks. The moment you start acting like life is a blessing, I assure you it will start to feel like one. But of course, if you're struggling with any of this, know that you are not alone. Many of us are right there with you, working hard to feel better, think more clearly, and get our lives back on track. Until I come your way again, this is Morning Vibes with Dr. Jerry the First. This program is powered by Topitup Media and Communication, Nigeria. All rights reserved. Thank you for listening to this broadcast today. It would please us to no end if you continue to visit our podcast. And so to be able to do that, kindly click on the red subscribe button towards your right to subscribe to our channel. In the same vein, also click on the bell beside the subscribe button so that you can always receive the notification for any new podcast we upload. Also give us a thumb up to like this podcast. These help us to grow. And do help us share the podcast to your friends in the different social media sites you belong to. Click on the share tab just below the podcast and share directly from there. The full text of this podcast is on our blog, and would you want to read it, kindly visit the blog. We have a Facebook page where we also post our podcast on a daily basis. If you're on Facebook, kindly like our Facebook page. The links to our blog and our Facebook page are in the description box right below. Thank you for your attention. Do have a very nice day.